The biggest fight in AI right now is not OpenAI versus Anthropic. It's open weight models versus closed ones. And in 2026, Open finally started winning rounds. Here's the Open roster this summer. Kimi K3, Qwen3.8 Max, MiniMax M3, DeepSeek V4, GLM 5.2. 5 serious open weight flagships shipped within 90 days. The closed roster: OpenAI's GPT-5.6 Sol, Anthropic's Claude Fable 5, Gemini 3.5. The usual suspects, still charging premium prices. Let's take Kimi K3 first, because it changed the conversation. 2.8 trillion parameters, shipped July 16th, the biggest open weight model ever. The architecture is clever. 896 experts, 16 active per answer. Sparse. That's why a giant model stays affordable to run. 1 million token context. A single pass over an entire code base. And on the front-end coding leaderboard it jumped to number 1, beating Claude Fable 5. The price: $3 per million input tokens, 15 for output. Around a tenth of closed frontier pricing. But here are the catches nobody puts in the headline. The full weights are about 1.4 terabytes, and running it takes 64 accelerators. You are not running this at home. And independent testing found its hallucination rate nearly doubled versus the previous generation. Around half of its claims need verification. Now Qwen3.8 Max, from Alibaba, August 3rd. 2.4 trillion parameters, and it outscored Claude Fable 5 on coding benchmarks. Open weights land the week of August 10th. The API is $2 per million input, 6 for output. Another aggressive price point. And MiniMax M3, June 1st. 428 billion parameters, only 23 billion active, 1 million context, and native video understanding. M3 runs a new sparse attention that cuts long context compute to 1/20th of the previous generation, with much faster prefill and decoding. On SWE Bench Pro it scored 59%, edging past GPT 5.5. Its API starts at 30 cents per million input tokens. 30 cents. DeepSeek V4 Pro rounds out the pack. April 24th, 1.6 trillion parameters, 49 billion active, at under $1 per million tokens. So the price difference is not small. It's 10 to 30 times. For the same class of work. That's the open case in 3 points: price, privacy, and no lock-in. You can run it, host it, or rent it from whoever offers the best price. But why do the closed models still charge 5 to 10 times more? Because they still win the things that matter most in production. Reliability. Closed flagships hallucinate less, follow instructions better, and their benchmarks are audited, not self-reported on company infrastructure. Safety and alignment. Anthropic and OpenAI build guardrails, evaluation pipelines, and liability coverage that enterprises need to put their name on something. And speed of iteration. Closed labs ship product, not just a model. Chat interfaces, agents, coding tools, support. You buy a whole system. There's a second twist in this story. Open is becoming huge. Kimi K3 weights need a supernode. MiniMax needs a serious GPU farm. So open weight now means two different things: models you can download, and models only hyperscalers can actually run. And the benchmark problem is real. K3's top coding scores, M3's 59%. Most are vendor-run, on their own infrastructure. Independent replication is still coming. Policy is pulling in opposite directions. The White House is exempting open-weight models from its security review. The EU AI Act is in full enforcement. The Geneva Accord just mandated kill switches in 40 countries. Meanwhile, open models like DeepSeek and Langflow became the attack surface for AI agents being hacked this year. Open gives you freedom, and freedom has a security bill. So what should you actually do? If you're building on AI and cost matters, try Open first. For coding agents, batch work, anything you can verify. If you're shipping something where failure is expensive, closed still wins. The extra price is buying guarantees. And if you're a tinkerer, self-host the smaller open models. Qwen, DeepSeek, GLM, they run on a single serious GPU. The honest verdict for 2026. Open has won the price war, closed still wins the trust war, and the gap is closing from both sides. That's why every week now matters. Models ship weekly. I cover the ones that matter daily, in 60 seconds.